All right, so neuro linguistic programming. Um, to me, probably one of the only effective ideas that came out of psychology. There's a lot of garbage. I mean, these guys want long term customers who take lots of pills and come to them for years. It's not a lot of functionality. So neuro linguistic program just makes a lot of rational sense. It basically is, your emotions are ruled by images like little mental movies. You're going from the watcher of those movies are victimized by these stream of images, whatever happened in your past, to an active participant in those memories. And you're actually going from a passive kind of audience member slash victim to the director of the movie, so to speak. You're interrupting it. You can change it. It really is fascinating, and it just kind of reworks memory to destigmatize it. So, I mean, there's a lot of like Eastern psychology, which is about breathing and that kind of self control. Some good things that come out of the Tao, which is, just effective thinking and efficient thinking. But as far as reducing traumas and mental past traumas, this is probably the best way. So, and look into this. Obviously, I mean, if you're curious about it. There's a prerequisite to really any kind of psychological work, which is belief in change, will to change, and evolved identity. So if you don't believe that you can change or don't have the will to, it's not nothing's really going to happen. People kind of get comfortable with their own kind of fear set, and it just kind of stays around forever. It becomes familiar. So I mean, you cannot make it into like a disease or disorder. It really has no viral content. This is just a memory that's keeping its kind of stigma around. So the idea here is they're just images. This isn't happening right now. So you can use breath control to kind of control that state, but you can also disrupt the memory in and of itself. So one thing they'll say is, drain the color from it. It takes the emotion out of it. So, okay, all of a sudden it feels different, right? And it's also one of those first things that, allows you to control the element. So I think we talked about, the matrix and how eventually you control the matrix and instead of being like victim of it. And that's really the idea. Now, what they'll tell you is turn this image into a pane of glass and let it break. Rip it in half, burn it. These are all variations of it. You can make it comical, so turn this into a cartoon. You can put clown nose on him, clown hair, that kind of thing. And it's a habit like anything else. I mean, if you had a habit of reliving this over and over and over again, that burned a certain pattern in your brain. And so it does require some diligence to redo this over and over again, but pretty remarkable. I mean, I've definitely used it and, help even myself evolve. So, pretty good stuff, but yeah, it's exciting stuff. Later.